Shu Covington. What's going on, Shu? What's going on, bro? Carrington,
How you doing,
my
my
fault
man?
there.
It's,
I'm nervous. I'm
it's,
not fighting or anything. You feel me? But what's good,
hey
Shu?
man, hey man, listen, you only get one. Mess up my name another time, man. Me and you gonna need a couple rounds, man.
I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Hey, I told you, a Puerto Rican man. He tried to pull that, didn't he? I told you.
Nah, man, it's all good. It's all good. But yo, I appreciate y'all for having me, man. You know what I mean? This is it's the night show, man. It's the night show. The shoo shoo show never ends. And we got the shoo shoo show on the night show right now. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have some fun with it, man.
You already know. And my man Sock got us with the hookup here. Sock said he known you since you was like 6 or 7 years old. I don't know if
Yeah.
he's capping or not. And I'm gonna let my man Sock kind of like take the lead on this because he's known you, for what is that, like 15 years now? So
It's been almost 20.
20.
About
Oh,
20.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He's 26, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Shushu was like a prodigy in New York. He was like I don't know if you guys. I know D for you old enough. Tiger Woods was on Johnny Carson. I think he was like 5 years old, swinging a golf club. Same thing with Shushu. He would be at the fights. I remember on the Broadway boxing on the Bella shows, and he had an 8 pack when he was like in kindergarten. And he's talking about, I got a fight coming up. And it was just, I mean, he was, I mean, it was, I've never seen anything like it before, and like there are people that are on this, that are born on this earth to do special things, and you can see that at a young age. So I'm really proud of him, to see where he's at
Thank,
right now and to know that sky's the limit in terms of his career and what he's got, you know, in the future.
thank you.
well, Shishu, real quick before we get started. I mean, I would just ask you the obvious question, right? That
Yeah.
that probably everybody asks you. You know,
Okay.
why boxing? Why out of all the sports, why you chose boxing?
Man, it's funny. I thought you was gonna ask why the name Shushu. Everybody asks you that one. But
I'll get to that in a minute because I know the meaning of shushu. Not many people know what the
yeah,
meaning shushu means. But go ahead,
true,
go ahead.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. But why boxing? I mean, well, boxing runs deep in Brownsville. I mean, I come from the Brownsville neighborhood of Brooklyn, and it comes from with champions like Mike Tyson, Zab Judah, Riddick Bowe, Daniel Jacobs, just to name a few, and it's very extensive. So I mean, that was already something that I was already interested in just watching it, but I wouldn't say I took it up as wanting to have it be a profession of mine up until I would say once I stepped in the gym and really had my first sparring session, like I really decided to box. Well, my dad put me in the gym because like kids used to try to like bully me in school and whatnot. But, and I was like a short, scrawny kid, nice kid. And, my dad never seen no type of, mean streak in me at the time. But whenever I would get bullied or tried to get bullied, the bullies would get beat up. You know what I mean? Like I handled myself pretty well without any type of, fighting or boxing experience. So he's like, dang, like mind you, they'd be 2 times my size sometimes. And we're like, dang, like, what the heck? My little shoo doing this thing. He fighting back and defending himself, whatever. Put a little smirk on his face. But so he brings me to the gym and, I'm seeing a couple guys that I see on TV. Like I'm seeing Curtis Stevens. I'm seeing Luis Collazo. He was world champion at the time. I'm seeing Paulie Malignaggi, Shannon Briggs. I'm seeing all these guys and I'm just like starstruck. So that's one of the main reasons why I stayed going to the gym just to be around those guys. But first sparring session, I was probably like a good month and a half in. There was a kid that started about a week before I did. And, he was just annoying me, trying to compete with every little thing that I did and, trying to get on the bike and, use the bike before I did and do little petty little kid stuff. And I went to coach one day. I'm like, I want to spar him. Let's spar. You know what I mean? Because he get me mad. Like, he get me tight. Let's spar. And we sparred. And when I tell you, it was like just natural instinct for me to be able to just fight in the fire. Like I always like was the type of person to embrace the fire. I wasn't scared to get hit. I always like nobody ever taught me how to weave and dodge punches around that time. And I beat up the kid so bad he never came back to the gym. That was the moment I knew. I was like, oh yeah, this is it for me. And I was learning so fast. I was picking up on a lot of the basics pretty quick. I'm like, yeah, this is what I need to do for the rest of my life because I love it.
What was the first gym your dad took you to?
Oh, Star City Boxing Club. That was when it was open. You know, Jimmy O'Farrell. He was the owner of the gym. And
Rest in
my
peace.
first, yeah. Word. You know,
Good man.
my first trainer was Greg Dyer. He's trained a few guys alongside, but like never really was a head coach for anybody. I would think that was notable, but you know, decent guy that helped me with my foundation.
Hey, you know, Brooklyn's been on fire, man. I gotta ask you a non-boxing question, man. Yeah, I gotta ask you this, man. How good is Chef G, man? A lot of people
Chef
don't know about Chef G.
G, who's Chef G?
From
Oh, you talking the
him and
rapper?
Sleeping Hollow.
You
Yeah,
talking the rapper? Oh yeah.
yeah. Oh, don't
Right,
don't
y'all
play.
big, but oh yeah, nah, Chef G smooth. I like his music. He's smooth. I like
You
it a
like him
lot.
or Sleeping Hollow better? Which one you like better? Him or Sleeping Hollow?
That is definitely tough. Cause it's weird. I think I like both of them the same, to be honest. Like they're on the same level to me. Like when I hear the CP Hollow, when I hear his music, you know, they bring similar feels. Well, really this like it's similar feels, but it's still something different about each two. I mean each one of them, in my opinion. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They give me the same feel though. I can't really say. They kind of even to me.
Yeah, I'll ask you this. So, what do you feel about what's going on in Brownsville where they kind of gentrifying? How does that make you feel, man? Because it's not the same Brownsville it was when you was a kid at all. It's a whole
It's
different
it's
place.
it's you know it's pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? Like you know because it's like when you gentrify when you're trying to gentrify Brownsville, it's like man like you be losing that rough that that you know what I mean that real you know attitude era of Brownsville. The real dogs come out like you know what I mean. I feel like I'm probably like some of the last, like me and other few people in my generation are like the last of the Mohicans for real when it
Yeah,
comes
for real.
to
Yeah.
that attitude for real. You know what I mean? So I don't know when you kind of just watering it down, you kind of take a lot away from it and to take the uniqueness of Brownsville. But you know, I understand in other ways it's for the greater good in terms of like crime, bringing the crime down and stuff like that, which is actually most important. Stuff like that. I would say, a different type of look and influence on Brownsville. Like it's just gonna be, it's pros and cons to it. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't really say I don't like it or I do like it. I just feel like it's just the natural order of things, man. At some point, things is gonna change.
So, one thing has always been a big rivalry, the Ville versus East New York. Who would you say you fit on that, man? Would you say you an East New York guy or are you from the Ville?
I'm from
Who would you say?
Brownsville, bro. What you?
Come on, man.
It's
That
good.
was a
It's
dope
so
question,
close.
bro.
It's so close,
Come on, son. That's
Yeah.
real bias, man. You know what I mean?
He got
It's
family. He got family in East New York, so he trying to
I lived in East New York though. I lived in East New
Yeah.
York for some time. I was right on Linden Boulevard and Astor Street, right on that corner, right over there, 804 Astor Street. I used to live right over there for some years. But come on, son, Brownsville, come on, like it's,
Yeah,
it's
let's
night
talk
and
to the
day,
real
baby.
shoot,
Come
man.
on,
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
my
yeah,
boy Tyrone here in Brownsville. That's
Hey,
yeah, man.
let,
Yeah.
let me
It's
ask you.
certain Brownsville is a certain neighborhood to where certain people won't even want to walk through that neighborhood at a certain time of night, man. It's like,
There we go.
come on now.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Hey, why? What made you chose Top Rank as a promotional company coming
Mm.
out of the amateurs?
Well, I will say, like, me, I had the opportunity to be able to really look at some of my stablemates that turned pro before I did, like Chris Colbert, Shakur Stevenson, Nikita Bobby, Rashad Matty, who else? There's a few guys. There's a few guys that came up, with me or in the same gym as me. And I was just got a chance to just watch them turn pro before I decided to turn pro. And I got to look at, Eve Richardson Hitchens is another name. And I got to look at like how everybody's like route was going and what in their different promotional companies. And what the promotional companies had to offer, and you know what I'm saying, little things that they how they moved. And one thing I noticed about Top Rank is the fact that like they were mostly at the top of their game throughout all of the years that they've been, you know, in the business. And one thing I really liked was they were the first and really only ones that were super active during COVID. Like they had the bubble rocking almost every week we had fights. And then you seen a lot of the prospects coming up. Now prospects are getting heavy names. Like Jared Anderson made a good name around during that time. Sanders Zayas made a good name around that time. Edgar Berlanga made a good name around that time. That's when he became the monster. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to see a lot of these guys very often. And I'm just like, okay, so they really know how to build prospects. And sure, I'm gonna be coming up as a prospect. So, and then on top of that, that ESPN platform, crazy. Everybody, when they want to watch some sports, they want to, man, ESPN got the news. That Sports Center top 10. You know, you get the opportunity to be on that Sports Center top 10. And my third fight, I got a knockout over Yuri Andujar, and it went viral. And where did that land me? On Sports Center top 10. Like, popularity went crazy right after that time too. So, man, they offered me they offered a lot of things, and they just struck my interest more than any other promotional company at the time.
You know, that's my favorite thing about you, man. You be in there kicking ass, but then you talk like a politician. I love that about you, man.
It's funny you say that.
He's polished.
It's funny you say
Thank
that
you.
because you know Sock has told me we spoke to Commissioner Gordon a couple months ago, I think it was, and
Yeah, that's my
everybody
man. That's my
says-
guy.
Everybody's he's back cool. He's mad fun to talk to. Everybody says you're one of the nicest guy in the industry right now. Like nobody has said
Appreciate
a
that.
bad thing about you. Why is that?
I mean, I don't know, man. Listen, I'm the type of dude that, you know, I'm me, man. I'm real thorough. It's, you know, what you see is what you get. I don't cause no issues. I don't start no problems. I ain't with the drama. You know what I mean? So it's just, bro, I just do what I got to do. Try to inspire others. You know, continue to pray to God and make sure that I don't get no big headed, nothing like that. Because I understand that praise is not meant for man. All praises due to God. And that right there, you know, then I also pray that, you know, God continue to keep the people around me, you know, real, you know, thorough and transparent with anything that I do wrong. And all of that stuff keep me grounded, you know? So that's just kind of what it is for real.
That's what's up.
I got a dumb question, man. Will we ever get
Yeah.
to see you in Africa fight?
Say it again.
Will we ever get to see you in Africa fight at some point, you think?
Me and Av, he 140.
Hitches? Nah.
Yeah, he's my Hitchens. Yeah, that's my boy too, man. I ain't.
No, I was just always want, you know, Mike Tyson always said, if you love me, fight me. So I was just wondering, would y'all ever?
right. If you make the money, you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean, but nah, he too big, bro. He 140, man.
He's a 140, bro.
I ain't even touched 130 yet. I'm comfortable at 126. Yeah, y'all over here trying to jump me up 3 weight classes.
You already put him on a higher pedestal. And
You know what we do,
Right.
man? When we see that type of skill, man, you know, when we see that type of skill, it's rare because you're a slick fighter, but it also we can see that ring generalship, that's not an everyday thing. That might be light to you, but it's pretty impressive, man. You really are smooth in the ring. For a guy without a ton of fights, man, I'm telling you, I've been impressed with what I'm seeing, man. You really gonna be champion one day.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And I truly do believe that, man. I really believe that I will become champion in the next year and a half, I would say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I really do believe that, you know, my style and what I bring to the table is undeniable. And I'm very aware of that. I know what I bring to the table to my fan base. I know how I present myself, and I know how marketable I can be. So, you know what I mean? And to be honest, more than anything, I really believe in myself. I really believe in, you know, everything that I bring to the table. And I feel like guys that's fighters like me, like, it's a breath of fresh air because I ain't with the showboating. I ain't with the games. I ain't with the flashy flash. I ain't with none of that. Like, I'm straight business. Like, y'all gonna see me fight. You know, I might have a little swag when I fight or whatever, but I'm all business. I'm angry up when I'm in there. So, and everybody feel that energy. It's gonna always be an exciting fight when y'all watch Bruce Carrington.
Yeah. You know, I would love to see you one day against my guy Brendan Figueroa. How would that fight go if you and
Oh
Fig?
yeah, man. I love to fight Brendan Figueroa. That dude is an active guy. You know what I mean? He throws a lot of punches, but there's ways to, stop that. There's ways to slow that down. That's why Mayweather has been able to be successful with all of his 50 fights. No matter who he fought, how many punches they threw, he ended up making sure that they slowed down their pace and they fought his pace. So
Mhm.
this thing is all about strategy. It's all about being a technician in there. And yeah, I already figured out ways to deal with that.
Yeah, let me ask you this. I know you don't know your boxing, man. Who you think won that fight between Floyd and Castillo the first time?
Oh man, I still have Floyd winning a close fight, 115-113.
Oh,
But no, I still have Floyd winning that close
yeah.
fight. Just cause like he was landing more of the effective eye-catching shots early on. Like he stole a lot of early rounds before Castillo was able to really start to put leather on Mayweather and make it a closer fight. But Mayweather took too many early rounds to where it was like, all right, like people forget it's round by round. It's not who gets beat up the worst. It's round by round, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah.
Provodnikov and Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley got beat up worse that fight, but Provodnikov lost a lot of those rounds. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you got to kind of think about it and look at it when you're watching these fights. And Mayweather definitely won that fight. In my opinion, 115-113. The second fight, though, he made sure he put the nail in the coffin, though.
Yeah.
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 I know you said you when you went to the gym you saw Polly and you saw Shannon Briggs and all that, but
Yeah.
who was the fighter that you looked up to when you was coming up?
So my favorite boxer coming up, as I would say up until I was 13, 14, was Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, he's that. Come on, that's Brownsville's finest right
Over Big
there.
Daddy Bo?
Come on. I mean, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
That's
Brown.
I'm guessing, man.
Big Daddy Bo, I will say, was more technical than Tyson, right? And Big Daddy Bo was nice, but
Yeah.
it was more than just a fighter with Tyson.
Yeah.
Like it was his whole character, his whole personality, his out the ring antics, and he was just always must watch TV, even if he wasn't inside the ring. And that is what people don't realize. Like that's just as valuable as your performance inside the ring. Like, bro, like that man was just so interested in it. And he's so intense. Like, even to this day, like you're watching your words to not offend him with certain things because he'll just snap. You know
Yeah, he
what I'm
allowed to
saying?
throw
Like, get a
hands
little
still, yeah.
emotional, and you like, all right, let me chill out. Like he's just naturally an intense guy. You know what I mean? And I love that. Like I like, like being around that type of energy for real. And because my dad had me around a lot of guys that was like that in Brownsville. Like there's other Mike Tysons in Brownsville.
So you've been around a lot of villains, huh?
You know, say it again.
You've been around a lot
He's
of
been around all
villains.
the villains. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, word. So
Yeah.
son, there's a lot of Mike Tysons in Brownsville. You know what I mean? Like it's just Tyson is just one of the ones that just made it worldwide and became an icon. But yeah, man. But after I was 13 years old, I would say for the rest of my career and for the rest of my even to this day, has been Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was just more so someone that I gravitated towards because his style of fighting fit my body type. At the time, I used to fight like Tyson. I wanted to be in the inside, and that's why I kind of see my comfortability in a ring. I can fight in the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like I can, do what I want in the inside because I used to like want to fight in the inside like Tyson. But then Floyd, I get the little mixture, and you'll see me do a little shoulder roll here. You'll see me use the ring and use my feet from time to time because that's I used to really study Floyd, and I felt like his style fit me more so than Tyson's at the time, and now is just like a good mixture of both.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about Robisi losing like that?
Man, that was tough. I ain't gonna lie to you, that was tough to watch, man. But I became a fan of Rafael Espinoza because that was an incredible performance on his behalf. That's how you beat a champion if you want to become champion.
Yeah.
Like he really fought that last round, especially like he was fighting for his family, like he had rent to pay. You know what I mean?
He closed the show. He definitely
closed the show in emphatic fashion, man.
Yeah.
And he slowed Robesi down. He had a great game plan. The way he fought the style he fought Robesi was perfect. He would, lax in his defense from time to time. That's why Robesi would catch him with some good shots, drop him, hurt him a couple times. And then he also sprained his ankle
Yeah,
in the 6th round or something like
I
that.
think the
And
sixth
then,
when he got knocked down in the 6th round,
bro,
and I
and then
think
So he
continue
beat
to
him, so he
fight.
straightened. Wow, that's
yeah,
a beating.
he
It was
got
that was
lucky.
an amazing performance,
Yeah,
bro.
he
He
got
threw
lucky. It was the
120
end of the
punches.
round.
He threw
Remember, it was at the end of
120
the round.
punches in the 12th round. In the
Yeah,
12th
yeah, yeah,
round, you're in shape to do
yeah,
120 punches. Very impressive, bro.
yeah.
Super impressive. That guy, he really struck my interest, and I would definitely love to fight him as well too.
Sock?
I mean, just sitting back and listening to you. You are a student of the game.
Mhm.
You know, almost like I dare to say a boxing nerd, right?
Definitely.
How much? Well, you mentioned Floyd. Um, what or how much studying do you do? Like as far as like watching opponents or when you're not in camp, like how is it that you're preparing yourself?
I definitely watch my opponents like probably like the day or the next day I get notified that that's what I'm fighting. I like to be 100% prepared, have plan A, B, C all the way through Z, and to make sure like I'm just totally because you know I adapt regardless. I'm a person that
Mhm.
adapt regardless, but I don't like to take too long to adapt, and try to lose any rounds and nothing like that. Like my goal was to try to win as all rounds if possible. So yeah, man. Like I honestly feel like it's good that me and my coach and the rest of my team, everybody on my team, we dissect our opponent. We bring people in camp that fight similar to my opponent, and then we just build game plans off of that.
Because there's different philosophies. There's some guys that never watch. Oh, I just leave it up to my coach. How do you think that just that you yourself observing what you're going to have in front of you, has that helped you out? Obviously up to now, but what did you know, sorry, what exactly made you say, you know what, I prefer to watch my fights as opposed to letting my coach.
I mean, well, everybody has their own perspective.
Mm,
I look at it like, my coach might see something and I might see something and he might see something that I don't see. I might see something that he don't see. So I like to like bring both perspectives together. So we're like, oh, dang, I didn't see that. We could work on this too. And that just makes it, does make you better prepared because your coach is not going to see everything. You know what I
hmm
mean? And sometimes, and plus you're the fighter, you're in there, you know what you're capable of doing. So it's like, okay, I could bring this to my coach and we communicate on what we see, and then we come up with a game plan. Me and Coach K, we communicate. Our communication is great. Like I know exactly what he wants me to do before he tells me what he wants me to do. Before he tells me to do it, um, you know, he doesn't really have to break down too much for me to understand what he wants me to do. Even and plus like my comprehension when in his instructions is like you know it's real simple, you know what I mean? So um Coach K and I's communication is great, and I feel like that's the main thing that'll help us continue to prepare for anybody that we step in the ring with.
Hey Bruce, I want to ask you a quick question. There's a monster coming. I know a lot of people say they hear the Jaws music in the background. I'm just wondering, man, are you ready for that guy that's coming?
You can say his name. Hey.
Hey, you my brother, man. I don't want to say his name. I don't want to miss. But
Man,
when you hear
listen.
about Monster Anyway coming up, are you a little nervous about it, or what do you think?
Man, listen. I am a type of dude. I'm one of them Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford type of dudes where it's like I want to fight the best. I believe in myself, and just want to continue to show the world that I'm the best, and I want to fight and beat everybody, and and show everybody that I am who I say I am. So it's just one of them friendly matchups, to where alpha versus alpha type, thing, and it's a respectable thing. No, I wouldn't say I'm nervous, but I would definitely be super excited to be in a ring with him. Uh, I know I'm ready. I know I'm ready, but granted, I understand like I only got 10 fights in. I got to build my marketability, blah, blah, blah. So I understand and respect the game. So I know it's going to be time, and up until I, fight guys on that caliber. But me, I know what I bring to the table. And also, I study him as well, too. To be honest, I'm a fan of Inoue. I'm so much of a fan that I study every little thing about him. and I noticed little habits that he has, and that he has not changed. And fighting a guy like me will be very dangerous for him.
Do you see the Mayweather in him?
The Mayweather in him,
Yeah.
in terms of what?
As far as I would say, he's more like Pretty Boy in the fact of how he likes to mix it up. You know, he's kind of willing to throw a little bit more.
I
Not
wouldn't
when he
put.
was hurt, but like Floyd. You know, when Floyd had everything. You know,
I
when he
feel
was smaller weight.
I can see where you're making the Floyd comparison, because he was more explosive around that time and willing to mix it up more. I see that, but I don't know. I feel like it's just more of a uniqueness to him. I can't really compare him to Pretty Boy Floyd. I feel like he brings some uniqueness to him. Pretty Boy Floyd was explosive, but that man is. I think he's more explosive than Pretty Boy Floyd was, and the way he like really sets himself up and always properly planted when he's throwing his shots. He has great leverage and great technique with his shots. So I think it's a little different. I really can't compare him with Pretty Boy Floyd.
Yeah, and you've been in the gym with some of the best people, man. Whether it's Africa, I know you've been in there with Shakur, and I know. Have you ever been in there with T.O. at all?
Nah, never been there with T.O. yet. I haven't worked with T.O. yet, but
Keyshawn,
we be training. We be training.
Keyshawn, right?
Say, oh yeah, I have
Keyshawn
plenty of rounds
Davis.
with Keyshawn.
Yeah. I figured, yeah.
Yeah, plenty of rounds with Keyshawn. Me and T.O. we work in the same gym now, so probably we get something done. We gotta get something ready.
Yeah.
Do
And
you
Vegas been home now.
do you like the way they're moving you as far as the type of opponents that you're getting, or you wanted to be a little bit tougher?
Nah, I like. I mean, to be honest, they gave me a good step up my last fight. Ain't nobody, certain guys ain't fighting former title challenges in their 10th fight. So I feel like they moving me right. I don't feel like it's like I'm being held back. I'm just making my opponents look how they look because I am who I am. That's just what it is. People just don't want to, respect it. They keep saying, "Oh, give them tougher fighters." They are giving me tougher fighters, and I'm doing what I got to do. So, what I mean? I'm fine. I'm happy with how they moving me.
Your last opponent has been in the ring with Valdez, went 12 with Valdez, and he went 10 with Adam Lopez and Christopher Diaz, and you ended him in 2 rounds. I mean, and that was a worthy opponent, and that moved you up. I believe you're now ranked 11 in the WBO.
Correct. Yeah. That definitely put a lot of eyes on me, man, and I felt like I needed to make a statement because I wanted to show everybody that I'm on a different level.
Yeah.
Like, granted, these guys has done what they've done in the game, and they get that respect. That's what's up.
Yeah.
They get that, they did all their achievements. That's what's up. All their accolades. But, bro, my time is now. And it's my time. And I'm about to take over the game, man. I always said to myself, and me and my dad, we was always like, yo, like, everybody having fun right now. This is their time to get as much as they're going to get. But once I turn pro, it's over.
Nice.
It's the shoo show, and we come in to do damage.
The one who rises above all.
That's right.
That's right. What's that?
That is the Egyptian meaning. That is the Egyptian meaning of shushu. Yes. Man, like I throughout everything I've been through in my life, man, all of the ups and downs, all of the, even me like losing my brother, to gun violence and everything, and still been able to kind of use that energy of anger and everything as motivation to be able to put on for myself, my family, for my hood and everything like that. I just look at that saying and I'm like, okay, like it seems pretty fitting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even
and that's why, the Forever Ike is what you're referring to. So they know,
If I could ask you one last thing, I want to ask you, man, how big a role does your faith play into your life, man? Because it looks like that's a very important thing to you.
Oh, definitely, man. It's super important. It's 100%. Because without faith, man, I'm nothing. I put all my faith in God. I put all the work in. He's given me a gift, and I'm gonna continue to appreciate it, and and groom, and treat it. I'm just gonna continue to show God that I appreciate the gift that He's given me, and my faith in God, whatever road He takes me into, I understand that it's God's plan, it's not my plan, because my plan might take me somewhere I don't even need to be. You know what I mean? So my faith plays a big part in my life, big part in boxing, big part in my day-to-day. I just feel like I remember when I was getting ready for the Olympics in 2020. I won the whole Olympic trials, and got on the team and did everything I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit, no Olympics.
Yeah.
Okay, qualifiers got pushed back another year. Then the qualifiers get canceled, no Olympics. Dang, so what are we going to do? Shoot, you can't go to the Olympics. We got to take the guys that was number 1 back in 2019. I'm like, dang, like, bro, like, I done trained all my life for this, and this door's going to get closed in front of me. Like, I always wanted to become an Olympian, like, but I just kept the faith because I know he had other plans for me. And then what's the first thing that comes up? My pro debut, fighting on the undercard of Tyson Fury and Wilder 3. Like, that was major. And I was like, wow, okay. So I'm super glad that, things happen the way they happen at the end of the day.
Nice.
I got one last thing for you. It's not really a question. I just want to say, I see you a real student of the game. You got a good head on your shoulders. Man, keep doing what you're doing. You got the whole TWT family behind you. We support you 100%, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do appreciate y'all for having me, man, for real.
Yeah, hey, we appreciate you, man. Hey, and I want to send a shout out to my brother Sock, man. He's black like me. He don't like to say it, but he's black too.
I'm brown, actually.
Whatever the Dominicans
do. I'm brown
myself. Hey, one quick thing before we hop off for here, man. I just want everybody who gonna watch this, man. You guys can follow me on my Instagram, Bruce_Carrington. My Twitter is B_Carrington1. And you guys I really want y'all to tune in. Y'all on here too. I want y'all to tune in to my documentary. It's called Brownsville.
Promote.
Yes. Documentary. It's a 30-minute doc. It's called Brownsville Born. You guys can watch that on brownsvilleborn.com. It gives you, a little backstory of what I've been through in my life, what I continue to fight through and everything like that. You know what I mean? And you guys might have to grab a box of tissues next to y'all, man. You know what I mean?
I was about to repeat that. Listen, that's my boy there. My boy, he's from Brownsville. His family's from Brownsville. He moved to Jersey now, but he's from Brownsville. And he just said, real humble person, can't wait what the future holds for Shushu. That's my man Tyrone Weeks, real good friend of mine, and he's out in Brownsville. Well, he was in Brownsville. His mom's at the Real quick, I got one last thing. I don't know if Saki got anything. I don't know if it's okay with you. I want to ask. Jose Aguirre had a little video of you, like when you was, I believe he was like 6 or 7. You know who Jose Aguirre is? Is it okay if I play a little bit of it right now? Like, I think it was pretty cool. Like, I mean,
on fire.
Can I on fire? Can I play a little bit right now?
Aguirre was his last name though.
Yeah. Aguirre is the last name, but his thing was like on fire. So
is it okay? On fire, yeah.
Can I play a little bit right now? It's okay.
Yeah, for sure. Do your thing.
All right. It's quick. All right, hold on, guys. This is pretty cool.
At the Manhattan Center and back by popular demand, Shushu. How you feeling today?
I'm good. My birthday was Monday. Though I'm fighting Saturday. It's in the Bronx. I'm fighting the Junior Olympics. If I won that, I'm gonna go to the finals.
Right. So how's training coming along for your fight on Saturday?
The training is good. I got my jab on pack, but my slipping, my power, I'm gonna knock him out.
Right. So, what does it mean to you to be able to represent in the Junior Olympics?
Me to represent the Junior Olympics, yeah.
Now, how does it feel to you to represent?
Represent? I think I'm gonna feel happy, you know. I'm going. Sometimes every time I fight, but sometimes I be shy to fight. I be scared a little. But when I go in the ring, I drop that, do my thing.
So what you're saying is that when you're in the ring, you feel most comfortable.
Yeah.
So what can these people expect from you besides your jab?
Besides my jab, well. I want them to respect to see more movement from my head, see my combinations, and I want them to see me knock them out.
So how important?
I'm gonna leave that was super dope. That was dope. And you could tell you was mad focused, even at a young age, and you was gonna get him out of there. That was your goal. Knock him out, bro. I think that was super dope, bro.
Yo, man, y'all guys, man, y'all funny, dude. It's so cringe to watch my old videos, man. But my pops, and Jose helped me get so comfortable in front of a camera and so comfortable doing interviews and talking the way I'm able to talk now, to where it's like, yo, it's like now when I'm talking, and it's like I'm just talking to you guys like I'm in my living room or my bedroom, you know what I mean? It's just like a day-to-day thing to me. Yeah, but Jose, man, like he was one of the first guys to really put me on the scene. Like I was the only, like, you know, little dude on boxingscene.com around that time, and it really pushed me, you know, to new heights, and, you know, little early promotion and popularity coming up in Brownsville and whatnot, and Brooklyn as a whole, to be honest. It kind of jump started me in a positive way. So I just, you know, took that experience and took that and rolled with it, you know, throughout my whole amateur career and now to my professional career.
Nice. I was gonna get the one with you with the Mike Tyson tattoo.
Yeah, word.
Hey, I don't know. Hey, I don't know if this is to be true, man, but I heard the ladies be on you, man.
Listen, listen, I don't know about on any of that, man. I'm an engaged man. You know what I mean? I'm engaged. I don't care about no lady but my lady. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I will say that Mike Tyson interview, though, that Mike Tyson tattoo, that was a better interview than the one you just put up. I wish you did put that one up.
I should have picked that one.
You should have put that one up. Yeah, man. But yeah, guys, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, I want to kind of, you know, thank y'all for putting me on the show. And I really appreciate y'all. You know, Sock, I appreciate you for hitting me up and get me in tune, everybody, man. And hopefully we can do this again.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Appreciate you
donating the time. And go ahead, Sock. My fault. I'm sorry.
No, I was just say appreciate your time. As a parent myself, hearing you talk about your dad and plus the relationship I have with my father is just is heartwarming. You know? And if the world had a better relationship with their father, it'd be a much better world, man.
Definitely,
you know?
I agree.
Yeah, it's cool, bro. Like I said, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Shushu, I appreciate you, man, and I appreciate your time you gave to us, man. I look forward to seeing you again. You was mad humble, mad cool. I met you first time, and you was mad cool, dude, like a regular person, and that's why I appreciate you, and that's why I respect and love you, and I wish you nothing but the best. Hopefully, I see you soon, and thanks again, bro.
Is there a date coming up? A projected date? February, March?
Something in February for sure.
I'm hoping it's February 16th.
We'll see.
Because I'll be there.
I'll put them promos up. You already know. Right, y'all stay tuned. I appreciate y'all. Right. Thank you.
God bless you, man.
God bless.
All right, man.
My man, BVO Boxing, LLC. What's up, man? Salute to you, man. Salute to you, man.
Yo, make sure everybody go tune in to BVO Boxing. Great content, great videos. Check out this podcast. It's family, BVO.